Lloyd pulls out a crate of mana potions from his storage dimension. He chugs a potion as he explains that the whole mission was a trap to send high-ranking adventurers out of Ishtar to weaken its defense. Cross remarks that Ishtar has the Heroes Party as well as the Night Order, so it won't be easy to take its defenses down. Dagas, however, believes that Lloyd's theory makes sense. Yui decides to head back to Ishtar immediately just in case, and Lloyd casts a buff on the entire party just as he finishes his mana potion. He then tells Yui that they should start immediately and begins running towards the city. Everyone is shocked on seeing how fast he is, but as Yui tries to catch up to him, she finds that she can also run faster than I show speed now. The rest of the group follows them, and they are not really surprised when Lloyd tells them that he boosted their speed so that they can reach the city quickly. Meanwhile, Michel is doing some paperwork in his mansion when suddenly, the demon General Grist appears there, telling him that his army is ready for action. Michel is pleased to hear this, and the two men discuss how easy it was for them to send an army to the city of Ishtar without anyone noticing, thanks to the powers of a beastfolk girl they kidnapped. Michel says that they will keep using her powers for their benefit in the future, and Grist leaves that matter to him. On the other hand, Lloyd and others are rushing towards Ishtar, and they take a break to catch their breath. They are confident that they will reach Ishtar quickly at this rate, but Silica is worried that Lloyd might be getting tired because it is really hard to maintain enchantment magic. He replies that it is hard for people who are not used to it, but his teacher basically forced him to use it a lot, and he developed a habit to cast enchantment spells for a long time. He tells her about the time Merlin threw him into a forest, and since he couldn't beat the monsters, he simply ran away. That forced him to develop new and more efficient spells to stay fast. He says that the training was hellish, but since Merlin scolded him a lot for having trouble with it, he must have just been bad. He believes that this is a regular training method, but Silica and Yui tell him that it is not normal at all. Lloyd's dumb thinks that his training was even weaker than regular training methods, and he decides to train even harder. The girls can't even tell him how wrong he is, and then Dagas and others get refreshed to resume their journey. Lloyd casts the speed increase buff on them and then uses his search magic as well to make sure there are no monsters nearby. They resume the journey with that, but then Lloyd suddenly stops, forcing everyone to crash on him. They ask him what the hell is wrong with him, and he replies that his search skill detected something, but it is not a human or a monster. He has a bad feeling about it, so he tells everyone to go on ahead without him while he checks out the source of the uneasy feeling. However, Yui tells him that in case it turns out to be something dangerous he can't handle on his own, he will need their help, and he agrees to that. They soon reach a hut and Lloyd is now sure that he can sense demons inside it. The party is shocked to hear this because demons are found on the other side of the mountains and they should not be here. Lloyd says that demons are banned from entering human territory, so they shouldn't be here, but everyone else reminds him that they have been ignoring the ban and attacking humans for the past few years. They ask him why is he acting like he didn't know this, and Lloyd tells them that he doesn't have any memories of his childhood, because he was adopted right after the war ended. Everyone gets worried that they might have triggered some bad memories, but Lloyd assures them that he is fine. Cross says that they need to return to the city and report this matter to the knights urgently, but Lloyd says that they should gather some more information first. He feels the same energy from the demons as they felt from the Black Magistone earlier, and everyone gets alert on hearing this. Lloyd says that if these demons are really planning to attack Ishtar, their investigation becomes even more important. Yui agrees with him because if they don't do anything, Ishtar might be in danger, and everyone agrees with her. They get close to the house, but there is no one inside. So Lloyd uses his search skill again, and finds that the demons are under the ground instead of the house. Dagas says that they should look for an entrance, but Lloyd decides to skip that part. He tells Silica to use earth magic, but before that, he buffs up everyone. Silica then creates a sand pit in the ground in front of them, causing the roof of the underground tunnel to cave in on the demons trying to perform a ritual. The demons scatter to avoid the falling debris and Yui immediately jumps in, taking one of them by the throat. She asks what demons are doing on this side of the continent when suddenly, another demon uses his magic to throw the debris at her. Yui easily blocks it all and then cross-shoots a demon while another one escapes. The demons hide behind the rubble, but then Silica uses her skill again to turn the rocks into sand, exposing them. They try to attack her, but Dagas blocks their attempt, forcing them to run away. One of the demons escapes the room, and when Yui tries to chase him, she can't open the door. 2 more demons try to ambush her, but Cross pins their robes to the ground, making them easy targets for Yui to take down. With that, they defeat 3 of the demons, and then rush to capture the last one, who imprisons the Beast Girl in a cocoon and takes her away with him. Lloyd and others reach there just then, and they decide to give chase as the demon runs away. Yui and Cross reach him first, and they decide to sandwich him from both sides, while Lloyd and others take their time coming to the surface. Lloyd can sense a very strong magic signal from the cocoon, and he tells his friends to capture it at all costs. Soon, Yui cuts off the demon's path, and he realizes that he is surrounded on all sides. Lloyd tells him to surrender because they have some questions to ask of him, but the demon decides to fight back instead. He creates a magic circle to launch an attack, but Lloyd reacts quickly, creating shields in front of his friends that cause the magic attack to bounce off and hit the demon in the end. He goes down with that, and then Lloyd immediately rushes to bring the cocoon down and free the Beast Girl inside it. They take her back to the cottage, and Lloyd decides to heal her because she is the only one who can tell them anything because the demons are all dead now. Yui and Silica are impressed as his healing magic begins to act quickly, and Lloyd tells them that he made some adjustments to the spell. This shocks both of them because it is not easy at all to change spells, but Lloyd tells them that his teacher often forced him to help her create new spells, so this is nothing for him. The girls are again curious about his master, and Lloyd tells them that she is just a weirdo. Just then, the Beast Girl awakens and Yui immediately gets on top of her, bombarding her with questions. The girl nervously tells her that her name is Claire, but Yui hears her wrong, and she decides to go with whatever the hell she hears. Yui then asks her why was she captured by the demons, and Claire is hesitant to answer, so Lloyd tells her that they are adventurers who rescued her. He then remarks that he has heard that some beast folk can use magic to control monsters, and asks if it was her ability that controlled the monsters in the farms they visited. Claire affirms that it was her magic and tells Lloyd that the demons made her do it. Now that all the facts are in front of them, Lloyd and others are sure that the demons want monsters to attack Ishtar because that is the gateway to the continent. They decide to head back immediately to protect it and take Claire with them too. As they stop to take a break, Lloyd senses a large number of monsters heading towards the city, and an even larger army following right behind them. He fears that they can't fight all of them alone, so he decides to take a drastic step. He tells Yui and others to rush to the city and warn the knights, while he stays behind with Claire, using her power to stop the monsters.